Hi everyone! In this video, I'm going to show you two examples when in the process of solving linear equations, we get to particular conclusions. So let's see what happens in each case. Now in this example, we need to solve for x. We observe that we have a parenthesis here, so we know which way to go. We need to distribute here. So I'm going to multiply the 5 with each term inside the parenthesis. So on the left side, we're going to have a 7x plus 5x minus 5. And on the right side, I don't have a parenthesis, so I'm going to write it as it is, which is negative 5 plus 12x. Continue simplifying here. I have 7x plus 5x, which is going to be 12x minus 5. And I have a minus 5 plus 12x on the right side. So observe that we have the same thing on the left side and on the right side. We have 12x minus 5 and minus 5. When we have this, that the left side is exactly the same thing that we have on the right side, then we have an identity. And we have that, when we have that, this means that any value replaced here is always going to be a true value for this equation. It's going to be a solution for this equation. So what is going to be the conclusion for this special case? We're going to have that the solution is going to be all real numbers. All the values in the real number line are going to be true for this equation. Now, if in this step you didn't notice that yet, you can continue and eventually you're going to realize that that is what is happening. So let's see that I didn't notice. Let's suppose that. So I need to continue. I have terms here that have x. I want them on the same side, so I'm going to subtract 12x. But when I subtract 12x, then I realize, oh, this is cancels out, so I have a negative 5 here. And the same thing is happening here. This cancels out. Oh, wait a minute, I have a negative 5 equal to negative 5. So as far as we know, that is always going to be true. Negative 5 is equal to negative 5. So once again, we have an identity. We have an identity. Every real number that is replaced here is going to make this equation true. So the conclusion is that this is going to be all real numbers. Now let's see what happens when I solve this equation. I realize I have a parenthesis on both sides of the equation, so I'm going to apply the distributive property. So I'm going to multiply the 6 here, and the same thing here with the 2. So I'm going to have 6 times y minus 30 equal to 2 times 10 is 20 plus 6y. And I continue solving, so I have terms that have y, so I need to group them. I'm going to decide that I want them on the left side. So let's subtract 6y. And when I simplify here, this cancels out. This is going to be 0 minus 30, which is minus 30, negative 30. This cancels out too, so I have a 20 here. But there's a problem here. Negative 30, as far as we know, is not equal to 20. So this doesn't make sense. When we arrive at something that doesn't make sense, that means that we have here a contradiction. So in terms of the equation, it means that we're not going to be able to find a value that we replace here and it's going to make the equation true. So what's going to be the conclusion here? Every time that we arrive at a contradiction, we're going to say that this equation has no solution. And there we go.